Hey Taurus, I hope you all are doing well. This is going to be a general reading for the rest of January, so this is for the next couple of days, Taurus. I do have personals open right now. It is a 3-question video reading. It is 28/28. You get it within 2 business days, but this does close out on Friday, January 31st at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Taurus, everything's down below if you're interested. We're going to go ahead and begin here. Now this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, okay? We're going to go ahead and begin, see what we have here for you. This is for Taurus, rest of January. Ooh-wee, okay, Taurus, wow. All major arcana here and all pretty positive. Never thought I would see this, Taurus. I mean, we are still in the beginning, but usually, like, you guys are coming in hot and heavy with the, like wild fives and whatnot. So I really love to see this for you. This might be the best as far as the main spread goes. I feel like this could be the best so far. Like, your overall is the 6 of Swords. So I feel like you are moving on from something here, moving away from something toxic, chaotic. You've got strength right here. You've got the Fool. You've got the 6 of Pentacles. So all of these here, except for the 6 of Swords and 6 of Pentacles, that's interesting. All of these here, except for those 2, are major arcana, but the number 6 might be significant to you at this time, Taurus. It is, the energy of kindness, compassion, giving, but it's also transition, progress, forward movement. You're starting off with this Star card, okay? Aquarius energy. This is a card of wishes being fulfilled, okay? It can be new directions, healing, prosperity. It's also a card of optimism. I feel like for some of you, you could have a new way of looking at things. Like maybe you have a brighter outlook on something than you did before. It's possible that this stems from who you're connecting with as well. Some of you, maybe you were around bad company in the past and now you're in better company, people who are more uplifting and encouraging. That could be the case here. Some of you, this could be a new job that's much better for your health, for your mental health. So I love that here. I do feel like there could be, I feel like there's someone that you've moved on from here. So I feel like if there is a return, because you do have Wheel of Fortune here, that's the only reason I'm mentioning it, with the Star and with these 6s, which makes me feel like you've moved on from something, but really drawn to the camera here in the Star, okay? Hold on. Up here in the corner. Of course, it's not going to focus, but I feel like there could be somebody who's looking at your pictures, okay? It could trigger a return of some sort, or somebody maybe like wanting to talk, wanting to message about something here. I feel like they're just into the physical at that time, so I would just be really careful with that. I feel like you moved on from this person anyway, so I just wanted to warn you of that though. But 6 of Swords being your overall energy, it really feels to me like you're progressing. Like I said, you have a brighter, more optimistic outlook. So some of you could be making some travel plans in these next few days. Doesn't mean that you're traveling in the next few days. I suppose you could be, but you could just be setting some plans, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is why I said there could be a return. Some of you, this might be a fixed sign, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or a Leo. But this could also mean that, maybe there is movement in a situation where you didn't think that there is movement. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's always a return, but I think that for some of you, maybe you're like moving on from an opportunity. You're like, well, that wasn't it, obviously. I didn't hear back from them, blah, blah, blah. You could be getting a return phone call. Maybe it's just something, or an email. Maybe they're just getting back to you kind of late, but they are returning the communication, right? So I do feel like, there could be something that comes in later than expected, and at the point that it comes in, you may not even expect it to come at all anymore. So that's very interesting. It's showing up like that. I feel like there's some unexpected news right as you're walking away from something. You have the Magician here as well. It's Virgo and Gemini energy here. This is a really good card for manifestation, law of attraction, making things happen. This is somebody who's very skilled and talented as well. Honestly, Taurus, when it comes to this energy, I would be really careful about the things that you're speaking over yourself at this time, okay? Because this can say that you're like in this energy of being a very powerful manifester. So, the way that you're talking to yourself, it matters. The things that you say, it matters. A lot of people, it's like if they like they get a new car, my luck, I'm going to get a flat tire going down the road. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Like, that's something that, like, really watch your mouth over yourself. Really do that, okay? And your head as well. Sometimes we can have these really crazy intrusive thoughts and we're like, is that going to come true? Did I manifest that? And that's something that we need to chill out with. I think that those of us who believe in manifestation and law of attraction, we need to find that middle line of not being crazy, and being, optimistic and logical and whatnot. So it is kind of hard to maintain that balance, but I do think that it's important here, Taurus. And, when it comes to, like, if you have some weird worries and thoughts slipping into your head, it's important to counter that, like, it may not go that way, though. It could also go this way. There are so many possibilities. It doesn't have to be the worst case scenario that is popping into my head at this point in time, right? So, it's nice to tell yourself that, because I think that sometimes when it comes to pessimistic thinking, it's just like this snowball effect. So I would be really, really careful, when it comes to that. Make sure that you're giving those good possibilities, those good stories a chance as well. We're not just going to keep feeding the negative outcomes that could possibly happen, which I'm not seeing any of here, by the way. You've got strength showing up. This is a Leo card. You could have some Leo in your chart, or maybe you end up connecting with a Leo, but this is a really good card for resilience, okay? It is a good card for courage, having the courage to do something, go after something. It's a card for bouncing back, right? So, and we are kind of seeing that energy here with that Six of Swords, because it is a card of forward movement. So I do feel like some of you, if you feel like you have lost your mojo, lost your flow, whatever the case may be, I feel like that's returning. I think that is something that you are starting to invest in again. Say, for example, if maybe you were, I'm just saying this because strength is here, by the way, maybe you were lifting weights or something and you kind of fell off and you got sick, and then, the few days you were sick turned into a few weeks, and, maybe even to a few months for some of you, right? And you could be getting back to that rebuilding, like regaining strength. So that could be the case here. Somebody here might be in physical therapy. I don't do health readings, by the way, but somebody here might be in physical therapy. So that could be something you're working on, and maybe they're telling you in these next few days, hey, you're making progress, Taurus, keep it up, right? So that could be something that's going on here as well. But yeah, the energy, actually, it looks really, really good. You have the Fool showing up here. That's an Aquarius card, by the way. But, this is a card of taking a leap of faith on something new. So, showing up right after this strength, I have to wonder here, Taurus, if you're doing something you've never done before and it feels scary, but, I really feel like it's going to turn out well for you with all this positive energy out here. I just think that if you've got something coming back up, like if there's a past person entering your life here, just be cautious. You don't want to get thrown off track, because I feel like you could be doing something unfamiliar, and then when a familiar thing shows up in your life, you may want to gravitate towards that as a safe place. But just because it's something you're familiar with doesn't mean that it's something that made you happy. So that's something that maybe is important to recognize here as well. Next, you have that Six of Pentacles. Someone here could have their moon in Taurus or moon in Libra. When it comes to the Six of Pentacles, this can be a card of giving, kindness, compassion. Some of you, there could be a person who is offering you an opportunity or a deal. There's something about that here, negotiating with you. Or you could be doing this for another person. This can also show up sometimes when there's something going on with loans, like maybe you're being given a loan, or you're paying a loan off, or somebody could be repaying you something that they owe you here. Definitely an exchange of some sort going on, and you're definitely planting new seeds in the next few days here. Big things happening here for like a few days. So for some of you, maybe it's only one or two things that apply, right? But I get what I get. Okay, you're more than welcome to watch out for your other signs, Taurus. I do have personals open right now. It is a 3-question video reading. You get it within 2 business days. Now, this does close out on Friday, January 31st at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're interested, get your hands on it. It's in the description box down below, all the details. But Taurus, if this is where we part, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.